Coming up on Mountain News at 6, the search for justice in the case of a woman who was stabbed to death in Floyd County last year continues. And folks in one eastern Kentucky county are still recovering from the July 2022 flood. What officials in Breathitt County are doing to try and remove debris.
And high pressure will bring some more dry and sunny weather on Tuesday. Your forecast coming up as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
New billboards in Floyd County are bringing one family's search for justice from the hills to the highways. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more from Amber Spradlin's family.
Since June, the family of Amber Spradlin has been waiting for a sign that justice will be served.
When I first saw the billboard, all I could do was cry. It was her larger than life.
Last week, with the support of the group Justice for Amber, they made that sign themselves.
Doing it out of grief and love. And we know it won't bring her back, but she didn't deserve to die the way she did.
Placing a photo of a smiling Amber on two billboards in Floyd County, one in the Allen community and the other in Prestonsburg, to serve as a daily reminder of what has been described as her gruesome murder.
When the people that are involved in this horrible thing drive by and see these billboards, that maybe it will make them feel like they need to come forward.
Spradlin's family hopes the new memorials in high traffic areas will keep driving the journey for justice forward.
I don't think it's going to faze the person that or persons that actually did the murder, but maybe the people that are surrounding these people, it may make them have a conscience.
Saying everyone who drives by will know they do not plan to stop until her murderer is in jail.
The wheels of justice are moving, a little bit slow. We are still very hopeful that it's not going to be very long.
And there is justice for Amber. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The signs were paid for by the budding nonprofit being created in Spradlin's memory. Her family hopes to use it to keep the signs up until justice is served, and then to fund a program to help children, which they say Spradlin was passionate about. A Florida man is facing charges after he reportedly told police he was using his cell phone while he crashed into another vehicle. It happened last night on Interstate 75 in Laurel County, about 8 miles from London. Deputies say 49-year-old Jonathan Brantley rear-ended another vehicle. A pregnant woman was in the vehicle that was hit. That woman was flown to a hospital. Brantley was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. A Michigan man is behind bars after police say they found drugs on him. It happened in the early morning hours Sunday. Deputies with the Knox County Sheriff's Department say they learned of large quantities of meth and fentanyl being delivered to the Corbin area. After an investigation, police say about 3 ounces of suspected meth and fentanyl were found in 29-year-old DeMarcus Johnson's possession. Johnson was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center.
Well, no complaints in the weather office on this Monday. Plenty of clear skies and mild weather to kick off the work week. Here's a live look from Laurel County from the London Corbin Airport. That current temperature is sitting at 52 degrees as we see not a cloud in the sky back in the distance. Up to 53 in Manchester, 54 in Harlan. We should be close to 50, so most of us are close to or a little bit above average on Monday, and this warming trend will continue as we go into your Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But once the sun sets this evening, those temperatures are set to plummet, all thanks to that clear sky, also a calm wind, and most of us wake up below freezing in the upper 20s and lower 30s as you walk out the door on your Tuesday. And up on First Alert Pinpoint Doppler, we are tracking a clean sweep, all thanks to high pressure. And again, more sunny weather on tap tomorrow, also for most of your Wednesday, but we are watching out for moisture to increase by late Wednesday, most of your Thursday, and for the early morning hours on Friday. More details on that next rain chance, plus some more mild weather coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
Cameron, thank you. More than a year and a half after the 2022 flood, debris still needs to be removed. WYMT's R.J. Johnson shares how the long process can impact those living in the area.
Dealing with flood debris has been challenging for people living in Breathitt County.
I know Highway 15, we've got 3 or 4 real bad eyesores that I am tickled to death that we are going to be able to start cleaning them up this week and get that cleaned up and, you know, make our county look better.
Solid Waste Coordinator Gordon Hunter says it's easier said than done to clean them up.
We can't say, okay, we got a dump site here in February, let's go clean it up. We have to go through proper channels to be able to get the funding to clean it up. And it is kind of heartbreaking not to be able to go over and help clean a site up. But, you know, we have to follow certain procedures and channels to be able to do that.
He says it can negatively impact folks living around the debris and dump sites.
If it's close to somebody's home, you know, it's bringing in rodents and snakes and stuff that could harm. You know, if they have family pets or small children and they're out playing in the yard, whatever, it's a danger. You know, it's a danger to the community and danger to the environment. But most importantly, it's a danger to our neighbors, our family, our loved ones.
Judge Executive Jeff Noble says they are also working on cleaning up the rivers and streams where debris has been for more than a year and a half.
When you get up in these county roads and stuff, kind of out of sight, out of mind thing, and but NRCS, they're still stepped up. We got a major project that just started this week that was a dangerous situation, and you know, but you just got to wait till the fund is available and you get approved of it and then bid it out and then get it done.
Saying it will impact the future of the county. What's
it going to do to the generations to come, you know, if we don't get all the creeks and streams cleaned up, and it has to be done. It's just going to be a long, drawn-out process.
In Breathitt County, R.J. Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Noble says funding for the removal can be difficult to obtain. He says with the help of a grant, they will begin the process of cleaning up some dump sites this week in areas along Highway 15. The numbers are out for voter registration for the month of January in Kentucky. Secretary of State Michael Adams announced there were about 6,700 new voters that registered last month, marking the 10th consecutive month that number has increased. In a statement, Adams says that the numbers suggest November could have the highest voter turnout in decades. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation now has a new mobile health clinic. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox tells us how they plan to mobilize their services.
Administrators wanted to address a lack of public transportation to healthcare providers.
During COVID and during the flood, we identified that not all of our patients have the ability to make it to the clinic.
Now with a mobile health clinic, MCHC has the ability to reach more people in the 7 counties they serve.
It will essentially be like a mountain comp clinic on wheels.
With several items they can reasonably stock onto the unit.
We'll be able to do preventative health screenings. We'll be able to do immunizations. We'll be able to do chronic health screenings. We'll be able to check your diabetes.
And the mobile clinic is handicap accessible.
So it is set up to be fully handicap accessible, and it does have a patient lift to be able to accommodate patients in wheelchairs or even just those who may have difficulties with steps.
Bates says they plan to have it open in early spring.
If they see that it's located in their community and they just want to pop in and be seen, they can do that just the same.
Bates says appointments can be made on their website, mchcky.com, when the schedule becomes available. In Whitesburg, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Chris Bates also says they plan for the mobile unit to be open throughout the year. Some Eastern Kentucky educators recently visited Houston, Texas to attend the Science Exploration Educators Conference. The educators were from Bell County Schools and Middlesboro Independent. They were selected by astronaut John Schaffner. The attendees were able to access top-level resources and make industry connections. They also got a behind-the-scenes tour of NASA and a private tour of Axiom Space.
Well, we are tracking some chilly weather as we go into tonight, but some 60s are possible later this week. Those details coming up.